How's it going, YouTube? That Weird Collector here, and this is Armada Starscream. Now, I'll let you in on a little rule I have. As a Transformers collector, I don't buy more than one of the same character, normally. So, like, I have one Trail Cutter, I have one Hoist. That's good enough for me. But there are certain characters that I'm willing to buy more of. There are at least 4. And you probably already guessed them, but Optimus Prime, Megatron, Wheeljack, and Starscream. So this is Starscream looking like he did in Transformers Armada. Very sleek, very red jet mode. So if I pull out for comparison, here's the Fall of Cybertron Starscream. This guy's looking more G1 accurate, but he's a lot more hollow. This guy is a lot more red and black, but he looks better in robot mode, just in my opinion. And before I look at the toy, I will let you take a look at the packaging. You can see it doesn't come with a comic, but there's a nice shot of Armada Starscream up there. Armada Starscream, Decepticon. Nothing. Excuse me. Decepticon. Nice picture. And on the back, I love that bio. Which is kind of funny. I am screwing up my words, but I do believe I did watch Transformers Armada. But if you read the bio, it's all from one clip of Transformers Armada. The fight scene between Galvatron and Starscream, who got repainted to look like Thundercracker. Let you read that. And I will post a link to somebody's video where you can watch that fight scene and hear all and compare this bio to that episode. Which I'm glad I watched that clip before I bought this toy, because I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Getting back to the toy though, it does have a gimmick. You can see these large orange parts are his shoulder cannons. He pressed them in once on camera, and it ejects the little yellow knobs, and then you fire again, or you push in again, sorry, and it fires Demi style. Do that again. So, yep. I guess they can look like thrusters as well. This guy, I'm going to keep bringing this guy up a lot, because he's the only other Starscream I have. Those things can look like thrusters. Now I'll get down to transformation. Yes, I will. So first off, fold the landing gear up, and then what you want to do is fold the arms down, fold the legs down like so, fold the wing in, and down and around, kind of like Generations Megatron. How eerily familiar. Or similar. That was a bad, I guess familiar was a bad choice of words. And then you just fold out his little heels so he can actually stand up. And then you got this husk of a Gerwalk. Actually, there's your Gerwalk. But you want to take the nose cone, fold it down, fold this, the whole torso down, and it looks, honestly, it looks right there. Oh, it looks like this part and that yellow crotch bit can fold together or peg in, but so far I have yet to get them to peg in together. Yeah. I wish they could peg together, but nope. Oh, and then you want, for final bit, you want to flip out his hands. And here is Armada Starscream in his robot mode. And he is still very red. But if I do, give you 1 second and I'll do another comparison. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I'm normally better at transforming than this. I can understand why few fast forwards his transformations, because they can get really boring. Not for me. I love transforming toys, but I guess for you guys. Here is Generation Starscream. Here's Armada Starscream in robot mode, and you can see this guy still more G1 accurate color scheme. G1 accurate head. Fall of Cybertron / G1 accurate head. This guy, whole different spirit of Starscream. Well, this guy feels like that classic G1 subordinate to Megatron, but still threatening to overrule Megatron. This guy was a more nobler Starscream from what I recall of Armada. He still had, I think he still had the want to overthrow Megatron, but he was more, the swordsman nature of him was very present. He was very Japanese swordsman. And I forgot one step, you flip out the wing, flip the wings up. Now I could again show you this gimmick here, but here's the missile. It's a projectile. It can go in there. He can hold it, not very well. Then I'll just put it back in there for now. Now, a word of warning for anyone who doesn't have this guy yet and is thinking about getting him. See this, all this transparent plastic, which I know isn't a word, but hey, it's MGo's word. I'll steal whatever I want from the guy. Go check out MGo's reviews if you want to see all these jokes better. It has a tendency to break, so like the fact that the back of his head is all clear plastic does not bode well for this guy. I can imagine just with light play, his head's gonna break off maybe less than a year, I guess. Give it. While with this Starscream, there's only a tiny chunk of light piping, but unfortunately he's hollow. This guy, not too hollow. His legs are hollow for the sake of transformation, and his arms are hollow for his hands to go in, but that's about the hollowness, is it. Now, articulation. I think that's what most people care about. His head is on a ball joint. It's also on a panel, so you can't really do much more with it. You can look it up and down, and it can turn slightly. The big thing, and the problem with the original mold of Armada Starscream, is these were a lot bigger, and they had nowhere to go. So he was bad for displaying in robot mode. On this one, you can fold them down. They they peg in on top of the shoulders. So you can fold them down to have like that look from one comic book I've seen, where he's just chilling out with his cannons down, doing I don't know what. I haven't read the comic, but so that solves one problem. But also the thrusters or cannons, whatever you want to call them, were the integral part of Armada Starscream's look. So you create a problem while getting rid of another problem. Since I display him in jet mode, it's not going to be a problem. He's just going to be along with my other Seekers. Now for the rest, he has shoulder movement, he has bicep movement, he has an elbow hinge, and he has an inward wrist motion for weak wristing or transformation. He's also riddled with the gimmick of Transformers Armada, the mini-con ports. There's one on the arm, one each on the cannons, one on the other arm. It's funny that he comes in a line with Generations Skywarp and a new set of mini-cons. They really must have been thinking this through this time at Bandai. His wings are on ball joints, which I hate ever so much, but this I don't think will go weak very easily. His hips on the ball joint. Nice movement. There's a thigh swivel, a knee, beyond 90-degree knee hinge for transformation. But I like 90-degree knee. And he's got some, I'm far away, some toe movement, some heel. All good. Some of it due to transformation, but he still has it. Now, as I mentioned, this Starscream wasn't a gun wielder, he was a swordsman. You can see right there, there are two pieces of translucent plastic on the back of his wings. You can unpeg them, and they are his swords. Now, here's one thing I do want to note. In the original Armada show, he would detach his own wing, like so, and that would turn into his energy sword, whatever they called it. You can still do that here, but it doesn't really look very good in my opinion. Yes, it's show accurate. I don't like the look. So I prefer, just in the show they were portrayed as beam swords or just swords of energy. So, oh crap, never mind. And since the sword is just on a hinge, never mind. You can take it apart and then reattach the wing. So he can dual wield swords. Kind of like somebody else. Generations Drift. What? He's got two swords. He's got, oh yeah, he's got this this kind of shoulder movement as well. Oh no, very cool. I do like this Starscream. I'm glad he's not as hollow as that other one. Because this guy, from forwards, looks kind of good. But hey, there'll be a link to the review of him, Thundercracker, and Skywarp in the description. It's not the best, but go watch it, please. Please go watch. But he looks awful from any other angle other than the front. And even frontwards, with the light in the background obstructing things, you can still see some of the hollowness. I mean, you can see his back right beside his jet stomach. I am still a little bit sucker for the front of the alt mode becomes the chest me do. And I so hope this guy gets repaints, because my camera just blacked out. But I may get the Minicon Assault Team now just to show you how they look, but they don't look the best. The Minicons on his my brain is dying. Sorry. I think I'm about to fire a missile and wrap this up. With that, I say, see ya next time. Bye.